Alley was the scene of the very first Taos Poetry Slam at the Taos Poetry Circus. So we're returning to where we began.
I said, this time around, the television will not be revolutionized. If you want to give America a dose of reality, show them the Lower East Side of Dallas, Texas, 1983. My mom's working 3 jobs to support my 2 small brothers and me so they can see just how real the world can be.
So the judges, my friends, will judge the poets 0 to 10. A really lame, miserable, boring poem that makes you think about going grocery shopping could conceivably get a 5.5. Then you move up into the 9s, and when you start to get really excited, you are quite moved, you might give it a 9.5. So what you're asking is a 10. That's what it means. You slammed it out of the park, emotionally, spiritually, intellectually, and physically.
Diane and Mike married in the spring, the last great family wedding. The American Legion Dance Hall was not prepared for a guest list of 400. Catered by none other than my grandma. Music by Al Hurricane Jr. and their 40-member band. And with an open bar, shit, we should have sold tickets.
Late nights like this urge me to push out a poem. I do not pick up my pen. Instead, I pinch out the memory of one afternoon I kicked ball with the boys before the blood came.
Well, now you can with my step-by-step self-help program called Letting Them Know That You Were the Big Draws in the Relationship.
So we still make juice. We get together, we grow our carrots, we grow our collard greens, we make them ourselves, we cook them slow, we eat together, we build community, we talk about juice, we drink each other.
I have this habit of playing hide and seek with myself. I close my eyes and count to 10. I find it safe, and strange men with knotted dreads, they unknot my seams with rebellion talk and collyweed. Suffering is poetry.
And this we're going to hear from these 4 poets again. We're going to do the cumulative scores on this. And we're going to take the top 2. And those top 2 will slam off in a sudden death round to see who wins.
Damn.
Okay.
So the assignment I gave my high school English students was to write a series of 4 short haiku poems that distinctly say something about themselves and then recite them to the class. These are the 4 poems that John recited that day. Speaking in a quiet, communicative way always came easy to me. Although you never uttered one word in class, you spoke volumes to me. And you taught me a lesson in humility. I realized that day in my blind and deaf arrogance that I asked you to master my language without attempting to learn one word of yours. So starting today, I'll begin by learning the signs, what I feel the most beautiful spoken words in existence. Words like moon, eclipse, grandfather.
This morning hung bitter in Juana's mouth, like the daylight that did not stretch over her tongue when she woke, when the women found machines on the factory floor where they once stood. Here are your replacements, the boss growled like rusting metal. There's no work for you here, I want you all out. And the ancient faces gazed like forgotten saints they once prayed to. Some cursed the foreman's name, their fists clenched tighter than the gears in the machines that took their jobs, but Juana didn't move. She stood steel heavy, her wrinkles run fierce like flooding arroyos when she said, I'm faster than any damn machine.
9.9, 10, 10, 10, 10, 30. Damien wins 2nd place. Well, stand up, everybody, and applaud. You do it, you do it. This evening.